Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about a crazy incident that just happened the other day, so if you're interested, stay tuned. A thread emerged on Reddit the other day by user Indescribables that basically they just bought a brand new Model Y, they were driving it home on the freeway, and the top glass roof flew off the car and crashed onto the freeway. And when you thought 2020 couldn't get any crazier, well it just did. So today I want to talk about how this happened and what Tesla needs to do to fix this. First, we know that Tesla's QA has been crap since the beginning of time, so this should be a huge wake-up call for them, and I'm not at all surprised that this happened because their QA is kind of bad, so they need to make some changes, and make some changes quick, so something like this doesn't happen again. And what we know, since Tesla is a pretty innovative company, is that a lot of their parts are actually put on the car by robots. And the glass roof is one of the pieces that is put on by robots. So going through the thread, there were some users that were saying they had Tesla auto body experience, and what they were saying was that Tesla uses the round bead adhesive technique to put the glass roofs and their windshields on the cars. And why I bring this up is because it's quite interesting that Tesla uses the round bead technique because the standard is actually the V bead technique. And so they actually use a different technique than the standard for putting their adhesive on their windshields and roofs to seal the glass to the car. The V bead technique is a standard because it is a safer way and better technique to adhere the glass to the frame of the car, because more surface area of the adhesive actually touches the glass and the other side, which would be the metal, basically the frame of the car. So that's potential mistake number one. But number two, which I think is a bigger factor, is since we know that these glass roofs and windshields are put on by robot arms, what probably happened is that the robot arm ran out of glue and it was just basically, doing its motion but not putting any adhesive or glue onto the windshield, and that's probably why the glass top roof fell off. So I'm gonna guess that what happens is that these robot arms just keep going, and there's some sort of container that holds the glue, and it's manually refilled every once in a while. And obviously, if it's not refilled within a certain time frame, then it's just gonna keep going because the robot arm doesn't know any better. It just keeps doing its thing back and forth, back and forth. So what I think should happen is they should put some sort of sensor on the actual arm, so that way when it runs out, it can actually tell a person to say, hey, this arm needs more glue, refill it before we continue, so that way, windshields don't get put on with no glue, and, stuff like this doesn't happen. So obviously not the best way to run your factory if you're an innovative company like Tesla, so they should definitely make a change and make that change fast. And because this happened to one Tesla, and we know things are automated there, who knows if there are other Model Ys in that same batch that have the same issue. So we'll have to see in the coming weeks if more roofs come off, and if that does happen, that's going to be a nightmare PR issue for Tesla. And actually, I just read this morning that apparently Tesla doesn't even have a PR department anymore, so I don't know who's going to handle this, but that's going to be like even more a nightmare than it already would be. Another thing that probably didn't help the situation is that this car was just delivered the other day, which means it was made during the quarter three push. And we all know that Tesla goes even faster during quarter closes. That way they can make as much money as they can for their financials. So this is obviously going to exacerbate their QA issues when you've got people and machines working at past their maximum capacity. So what should Tesla do about this issue? Number one, they should profusely apologize to this customer and give them a new glass roof if that's what they want. I'm also willing to say that if this customer wants a brand new Model Y, that Tesla should definitely give it to them free of charge, because I think that's totally fair with what's happened in this situation. I mean, if your roof falls off, who knows what other QA issues could be there with this particular car. Maybe your motor falls out next, who knows. So hopefully they don't lose a customer for life, but if this customer wants a refund, if I was Tesla, I would definitely give them a full refund as well, because that's also very fair. After that, Elon and team need to take a hard look at their QA and make some changes so that way an incident like this doesn't happen again. There are already numerous videos out there of QA issues like panel gaps, rubber seals not installed correctly, small little things happening, etc. If these things continue to happen, it's definitely going to hurt the Tesla brand and might actually give them a reputation that they do not want. What do you think Tesla's next move should be after an incident like this? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.